Well, hey everybody, I'm so excited to see you because today we have a big announcement. Now, I've been promising you a number of big announcements. This is one of them, and this one is all about virtually sleeping beauty. So I'm really excited because today we are opening the world portal over on my website for virtually sleeping beauty. So, virtually sleeping beauty is my young adult retelling of Sleeping Beauty, where Rora, my Sleeping Beauty, is trapped inside a virtual reality game and she cannot wake up in the real world. Her godmother, Perry, calls her nephew Royce to come over and help her because Rora is locked in this game and she doesn't know what's wrong. She doesn't know how to get her out, and Royce has to go into the game and help her beat it to make sure that she can wake up in the real world and not die. Yeah, the stakes are pretty high. So I'm really excited. This comes out February 20th from Crescent Sea Publishing. It's going to be so dang good. I've received such good feedback on this one. And today we are opening our world portal so you can get to know just a little bit more about the story before it releases on the 20th. Now, this is a novella. This is not a full-length novel. This is a short story. And it's going to be available in ebook and paperback. I've been using a printout of the cover, unfortunately, because we are still waiting for our proofs from the printer, but those will be here soon, and I cannot wait to do an unboxing for that. But you're going to be able to check out Virtually Sleeping Beauty right now over on my website. So if you go to k.m.robinsonbooks.com, you will be able to scroll down through my website, find the world portal for Virtually Sleeping Beauty, which will be a little bit further down on the page. There's a couple sections before it. And hey, Yentl, thanks for joining. You can go through Golden, Jaded, the Legends Chronicles, and then down to Virtually Sleeping Beauty. And when you click on it, it's going to take you to a separate page that is all about Virtually Sleeping Beauty. You will be able to you'll be able to meet Rora, who is my Sleeping Beauty. You will be able to meet Royce, who is my Prince Charming. You will also be able to meet Alan, who is Royce's best friend, and he helps to help Rora in the virtual reality world. That was said a little weird. And so Alan and Royce are best friends, and he jumps into the game to assist Royce as he is assisting Rora. OPS is not your average damsel in distress, as Yentl so beautifully puts it. She is fully capable of taking care of herself, but it absolutely helps to have Royce and Alan there as well. So fun facts about the story. You're also going to meet Mara, who is rather interesting. So you're going to see who everyone is in, well, no, you won't. You are going to see a little bit about who Rora and Royce are in the real world, and then you will get to know a little bit about all of the characters within the virtual reality world, because there are some surprises along the way, and we can't ruin what they are in real life for some of these characters, but you will learn a little bit about them. Rora is your typical class president. She volunteers for charity, she donates her time, she helps people out, but in the virtual reality world, she is dominating at this game, but she's doing it so quietly that nobody even knows that she is there and is the second highest ranking person within the gaming system. People have no idea who she is or what she's doing, but she shows up and she just dominates the scene, and it gets her into a bit of trouble. And we are going to see Royce. He is very popular, kind of a jock. He's got a fancy car. He drives around with his coffee all the time. P.S. He loves coffee. And he is our Prince Charming inside the virtual reality game. He's got quite the fun little twist on him. Not even so much a twist as Rora's twist. But there's some fun, fabulous things here. So if you guys have questions, go ahead and hit up those direct messages or those comments if you are with me live. And let's talk just a little bit about Virtually Sleeping Beauty. So if you have questions about any of the characters, if you are checking out the world portal and you want to talk about it, if you want to talk about the other things within this virtual reality system, go ahead and hit up those comments or the DMs if you are in the rebroadcast, and let me know, and we'll chat about Virtually Sleeping Beauty for just a little bit. So fun fact about Virtually Sleeping Beauty, if you take a look at the cover, you're going to see that we've got these tall letters here, but if you look closely, we've got the vines, we've got the roses in actual rose colors and the glass roses, we've got the door, we've got all sorts of things, because in this game, buildings are not necessarily just buildings, but they are a little bit fun. They've got a twist, and a lot of the buildings within this story are actually pink buildings. How cool, right? The castle is actually a glass castle, and it has those glass roses attached, which is why we have some of those on the cover as well. There's, a moat and a drawbridge and all sorts of fun and fabulous things that go with this castle. We've got trading posts and fountains and like all sorts of kind of medieval-ish type architecture within this story, and you're going to see princes and knights and magicians and evil queens. You are going to see all sorts of things that would kind of fall into place with the story along those lines, but it has this fantasy bent to it because we are in a virtual reality world. So not only do we have our queens and our magicians and our ogres, we've got princesses and we've got knights and we've got knaves, we also have things like, wait for it, dragons. So I'm really excited because there are multiple dragons in this world, but they are specific to one area within this story, and you cannot access them without going through a certain number of levels, having completed a certain number of quests, and if you are found by a dragon and they engage you, it could end your run in the game if you fail, and if you're not well prepared, you will fail. There are a number of different dragons. They all have different types of, not necessarily powers or abilities, but like different things that you can do to destroy them and different things that they can do to destroy you. So you have to figure out which dragons you are engaging with and how to defeat them. Some can't be defeated in certain ways, while others can. It's kind of an interesting twist on it, and you have to figure it out before you walk into a battle with this dragon, because again, if a dragon kills you in the game, you go back to the very, very beginning. So we battle all sorts of fun and fabulous things within this book. I'm really excited for it. I've heard great feedback. People are loving that I've done kind of a fantasy bent to it, which I do have a lot of kind of a fantasy feel, especially to the Golden Trilogy, but it is not straight up fantasy because I don't typically write magic stuff. So to have that in this virtual reality world is kind of fun. Hey Bonnie, thanks for joining. We are talking about Virtually Sleeping Beauty. The world portal for this novella opened up today. So if you go to k.m.robinsonbooks.com, you will be able to meet all 4 of my main characters from this story. You're going to get to know a bit about their backgrounds in real life and in the virtual reality world in which Sleeping Beauty is trapped. You are going to see some of their costumes. So I am going to be adding more over the next couple of days to this world portal. I am going to do one big update before it comes out on the 20th, and then I'm going to put a lot more content out there after the book is out because I don't want to ruin too much, but I do want to introduce you guys to the characters and to the settings within Virtually Sleeping Beauty. So you have access to that by going to k.m.robinsonbooks.com and scrolling down until you get to the world portals. And you love the cover. It's 3D. Well, Bonnie, I love that you love the cover. I'm a big fan of this cover. And the cool thing about this, and we actually chatted about this a few minutes before you jumped on, so I'm going to say it real quick and then you can go back and watch the details. But this is actually kind of, if you see, there's a door, there's vines, there's the roses, because within this virtual reality video game, a lot of the buildings are actually pink. So these, yes, it is the title, but these are also representative of the buildings within the gaming system. And I may or may not have said this, you may or may not know this in the virtual reality world, and the people and the characters might not know this, but the buildings are actually letters, and they spell things out, and you wouldn't know unless you were really high up in the sky looking down, and you can't do that from the virtual reality game. At least this particular world within the within the virtual reality system. So yeah, there's some fun things that people haven't quite figured out within the virtual reality system that's kind of like a little secret to me, but they definitely spell out things. They wouldn't spell out Virtually Sleeping Beauty, obviously, but it's kind of a fun way to represent that. So I love all the glitchy, techie stuff going on up here, and I love it. I think it's fun with the swords. So you can jump onto k.m.robinsonbooks.com and you can scroll down to the world portal. So you will see a couple of different things on my website first, and then you will get down to the section about Golden, the section about Jaded, the section about the Legends Chronicles, and then you will get down to Virtually Sleeping Beauty, which is now open. It is a little more limited again because I don't want to give everything away. So I'm going to be doing a couple more updates before it comes out on February 20th. And then after it releases on the 20th, I will be putting more content within that world portal for fans of this novella to learn a little bit more about the characters, the settings, the things that I was doing within this world, and how I created this story. So fun. I hope you guys will check that out. I'm thrilled to pieces because we have the world portal open, and I've been waiting for a while to do this. I know I've been promising you a lot of big announcements lately, and this is one of them. Virtually Sleeping Beauty's world portal now open on k.m.robinsonbooks.com. Yay! I kind of feel like it's a Disney ride that we are jumping in and we are doing new things, and I don't know. It just works, right? Yes. So I'm excited. A lot of fantasy elements in this one because it is virtual reality. We've got the magicians, we've got the ogres, we've got knaves and princes and princesses and evil queens and dragons and all sorts of fun techie stuff, which I'm really excited about. So if you want to learn more about Rora, who is my Sleeping Beauty, I do have some information about her, and Royce, who is my Prince Charming, Alan, who is Royce's best friend and loyal knight who's going to jump in and help Rora as well. And then we also have information about Mara. I'm not going to tell you who she is, but she is rather important. Yes, evil queens. Yentl's like, yes, I love evil queens. Fun fact, Yentl, I have a series about an evil queen who is like good girl gone bad and has to kind of pull herself back to good. It's not done yet. It probably won't ever come out because, like, I have so much to write in the next, 4 years. But if you remind me later, Yentl, I will tell you a little bit behind the scenes on that. I'm going to grab some water because I had a rough weekend as far as allergies go, and I'm losing my voice, and I can feel it. So, ask me questions. Ask me questions while I grab my water. Okay. Whew. Sorry, that was rough. I am, definitely suffering from allergies. I feel miserable, but it's okay, because I love you guys, and I want to jump on and hang out with you, because it's been a while, because last week was a rough week. You guys know. Thanks for all the love. P.S. And by the way, Yentl says, that sounds exactly like my kind of books. Yeah, no, it really would be. You would absolutely love that particular character. You would love the covers for that one, because yes, they are done. You would love it. Yentl says, who is your favorite character from Virtually Sleeping Beauty? Gosh, that is a hard question, actually. I know Yentl's favorite character, because Yentl has actually read this story before, is, in fact, Mara. And she is pretty awesome. I think I really, really like Rora because she is this girl who is dominating in the virtual reality world, and she's kind of winning at life out in the real world as well, and she does not need the boys to come in and save her, but she also knows how to accept help when it is offered to her. So yes, she's in a very bad situation, and she can take care of herself, but she also uses her resources, and she's able to confidently accept help from these guys who have come in specifically to save her, and they very quickly learn that she does not need saving. She's not a damsel in distress. She's actually probably going to save them more than they are going to save her, but it's kind of interesting to see how their friendship develops and, other stuff. Cut print, moving on. Yentl says Mara is the absolute best. Yeah, she is, because she has that one line that you really like. There is a line, guys, that Yentl really likes from Mara. You'll probably know it when you hear it. It is an insult, but it's a snappy insult. So you'll have to take a look at that. P.S. While we're doing this, you can actually pre-order Virtually Sleeping Beauty by going to VSB, that's Virtually Sleeping Beauty, info.k.m.robinsonbooks.com, vsbinfo.k.m.robinsonbooks.com, and pre-order. It is everywhere that books are sold. You can only pre-order the ebook. You can't pre-order the print book, because I have not approved the files yet. But you can order it on the 20th, when it comes out on the 20th. So yes, vsbinfo.k.m.robinsonbooks.com. Get your hands on a copy of this when it comes out in February on the 20th. I'm super excited for this. It's going to be really good. And don't forget to leave me a review, because that is how we survive. Yes, it is. P.S. I hear I have something coming up where people are going to be looking at my statistics, and they are going to be kind of looking at my book sales for something that I can't tell you about yet. So do me a favor, if you haven't purchased my books yet or downloaded my free books, go do that. Give a girl a hand. Thanks. Yentl says, my favorite quote in the history of the world is Mara's quote from this story. Yes, I wish I had the actual print book that I could flip it open and be like, yes. But I can't, unfortunately. Oh, here is something I can tell you, though. All the files have been submitted to both the printer and to all the ebook distributors for this book. And the ebook version of this is really, really cool because it is in color. So the text is normal, but the chapter headers are amazing, and you can actually see them over in the World Portal. So if you go to k.m.robinsonbooks.com, you can take a look at the chapter headers before it comes out on the 20th. And it's in color. It's all pink, which is really cool. And then the scene dividers, instead of being in black and white, it's in gold. Like, I love it. It's so pretty. It's available in all the ebooks, but it is all black and white in the print book because print books don't print in color unless you pay for like a picture book, and then it's like really expensive. So we don't offer that because that would be a lot of money for you guys and for me. So. But yeah, it's really cool. Bonnie says you grabbed the third book in the Golden Trilogy Edge, which just came out the other day. Yes! I've been getting great feedback from Edge. I hope you guys are all enjoying the tail end of Goldilocks' story. I literally got a message from my artist who just finished it today before I jumped on. And she loved it, loved it, loved it. And she was really, really mad about what happened to her favorite character, but actually it's a really good thing. She's just a little bit of a jealous person. So, yes, I hope you have enjoyed the Golden Trilogy, and for those of you who are fans of the Golden Trilogy, I have big news coming very, very soon. I am working on nailing down a date for that, because I had a couple of things change in my schedule. You know, things have been a little bit crazy the last week and a half for me, like so traumatic. It's been insane. But I do have a really big, amazing, super cool announcement about the Golden Trilogy because I'm not quite done yet. So stick around. In the next, I hope, week or so, I should have a specific date for that, and I cannot wait to share that with you. Oh good, I was waiting to see if a notification popped up on my phone. Something popped up on the computer behind me, and I just had to check. But yes, such good things are coming for the Golden Trilogy. It is not over yet, baby. I have something big planned for you. Stick around, because very, very soon I will be revealing something so big that you guys are not going to want to wait. Can't wait. Alright, hit me up. Do you have questions? Do you have comments? Do you want to chat about this? We are talking specifically about Virtually Sleeping Beauty, but if you have questions about any of the books or writing or life in general, go ahead, hit me up, because I'm hanging out with you guys for a few more minutes while we are kind of catching up. We're kind of catching up because last week was an interesting week for me. We actually had to say goodbye to my grandfather last week, and so we were dealing with funeral things and viewing things and all of that. And I had been so disconnected from you guys from the last couple of days because I was so busy doing all of that stuff. And now I just want to hang out with you guys for a few minutes before I jump back into finishing writing the last book in the Jaded duology, which I definitely had buried. The last book, Risen, comes out soon. I can't give you the date yet because I want to double check on one thing first, but it is coming soon, like very soon. So I cannot wait for you guys to find out what is going to happen to Jade and to Roan and to Lucas and to everyone within the Jaded duology. If you haven't read it, guys, you gotta read it because it's intense. It's actually been compared to the young adult dystopian version of Mr. and Mrs. Smith. So if you guys have seen that movie, you know how deadly it is and how back and forth, like, will they kill each other? Won't they kill each other? Who's going to survive? Who's betraying who? That's kind of where we're going with this. So, fun times. If you have not read it, make sure you get your hands on a copy of that. That tends to be my fans' favorite of my books. So, if you like one, you'll like the other. Yay! Alright, go ahead. Hit me up with some questions. What do you guys want to talk about? Whew, I am getting, like, really warm under my hair right now. That's the downfall of having really long, really heavy hair. I will say, fun fact, that over the weekend I was with all of my relatives for my grandfather's funeral, and afterwards we went out and we had kind of a lunch together, and all of my cousin's children kind of adore me and they kind of swarm around me, and so I spent a good 40 minutes to an hour having my hair done by little children at the table. I had all sorts of fun hairstyles going on, so that was kind of my life over the weekend. But now, it's like, it's kind of staticky, so I definitely just stuck my hand in some water. I'm trying to fix this a little bit, because it's all over. There we go. Bonnie thinks that's funny. Yeah, it is kind of funny. Woo, my goodness. Alright, So the world portals for Virtually Sleeping Beauty have officially been opened. They are limited right now because we are putting the rest of the information out after the 20th. If you have not pre-ordered Virtually Sleeping Beauty, get your hands on a copy right now. It's only 99 cents. Yay, and it's a novella, so it's a short story, which means you can read it really, really fast. It's going to be really awesome. I hope you guys will check it out. And also, I am going to have another announcement for you guys tomorrow. I mean, I guess officially it's been announced today, but not by me. So if you get your hunting glasses on, like you're ready to go, you can actually figure out what this is in advance, but I personally am going to be announcing it tomorrow, so stick around because it has to do with the new book. Yay, it's going to be good. Yentl knows what it is. Yeah, this is the benefits of being in my elites. You know everything before anybody else, like weeks before anybody else. Right, Yentl? It's fun. It's so fun. So I will have another announcement tomorrow. I do not know what time. Probably also in the afternoon, but I kind of have to see what is going on. I did just jump back into doing some writing after handling all the funeral stuff over the weekend, and so I am trying to knock out more of this book. Oh, it's so good. I left off in a really good place, so I'm jumping in and I'm kind of doing some fun things for it. Oh, I know what I did not share with you guys. So you know, with all of my books, I do a special necklace to go with the series. So I've got a butterfly necklace for Jaded. I've actually got two of them for Golden. Golden has a golden tiered beaded necklace that was actually my grandmother's. And that was my way to kind of connect her to the story. She passed away 2 weeks before the story came out. And then I also have Grizz's paw print, which may or may not be sitting right next to me. It may or may not be sitting next to me. I don't know. Yes, I knew it was here. So I've got my paw print for Golden, which is very, very important in Edge. If you have not read Edge yet, I mean, it's important in Golden too, but it's really important in Edge. And so I've got that for Golden. I can't reach it. I've got a black necklace with a little rhinestone on it that's actually a USB cord to charge your phone with for where did it go? For Along Came a Spider for the Legends Chronicles, because this is actually something they wear within the book to connect their devices to each other. And then, for Virtually Sleeping Beauty, I have this necklace. So check that out. It's got my little roses on it, so it's pink and purple here. In the book, it's actually like more of a normal rose color, but then a blue glass rose. So the purple kind of goes for the blue glass. Just kind of run with it, guys. It's the way it goes. And this is my Virtually Sleeping Beauty necklace. I think it's super pretty. I actually made this necklace. This is not one that I just went out and bought. I made this one for my novel. And the thing that I'm going to be announcing tomorrow, I actually have one for it over there, which I can't tell you about. But we're going to move on. So yay, I'm going to tell you about new things tomorrow. It's going to be good. Probably in the afternoon, but I do not know for sure. I will probably be announcing it on Facebook first, and then over here on Instagram, because Instagram got all the love today. So tomorrow is kind of Facebook's day. So stick around. It's going to be awesome. Going to have a big, lovely something to tell you. And then I've got about a dozen other things that I'm going to be telling you very, very soon. I'm excited for it. My announcements kind of got out of order with the one I'm telling you tomorrow, but that's okay. We're gonna work with it. It's gonna be good. So I'm excited. And once again, the Virtually Sleeping Beauty World Portals opened up today on my website, k.m.robinsonbooks.com. As soon as we get off here, I want you guys to go check it out or watch the rebroadcast if you missed some of it. And you can meet Rora. There are pictures of her there. You can meet Royce and find out who he is within the virtual reality gaming system. You can meet Alan. You can meet Mara. You're going to learn just a tiny bit about Mara, but not very, very much because she's kind of a secret. And spoilers. So you'll see just a tiny bit of her. Not an awful lot, but you will get to actually see her. There are pictures of her. Pictures. I say pictures, I mean drawings. And you can check those out and learn about this story. Sorry, I'm dying here. You can learn about the story. You can actually see actual photos of the gaming system, so you can see the castle, you can see the dragons, you can see some of our knights, you can see some of our princesses. Like, it's really, really cool. There's a lot of stuff over there, even though it is very limited at this time because the book is not out yet, and I don't want to give away too many things before people have had a chance to read it. So get your hands on a copy of that by going to vsbinfo.k.m.robinsonbooks.com. That is virtually sleeping beauty info.k.m.robinsonbooks.com, and pre-order for 99 cents right now. Yay, I'm so excited. It's going to be good. Originally, this story actually started out as a short story for an anthology, and before it came out, I discovered that someone had done pretty much the exact same concept as me for this anthology, and because I'm the one that writes really fast, I didn't want to have to make the other girl redo hers, even though mine had been done before we had even announced the anthology to the group. And so I volunteered to pull mine and to go ahead and write something else for that anthology, and so this was released on its own as a novella, and it got to be a little bit longer than it would have been, which I really, really appreciate. So Virtually Sleeping Beauty is now a standalone novella. It comes out February 20th, and the world portals for this are now open on k.m.robinsonbooks.com. Hey girl, thanks for joining. And you can come check this out on my website right now. You can meet Rora, you can meet Royce, you can meet Alan, and you can meet Mara, and take a look at some stuff about the castle and the virtual reality system that Sleeping Beauty is locked inside of. You can learn a little bit about some of the nods to the original story that I put within this book, and some extra stuff. And a little bit later, probably this week or early next week, I will be putting a couple more updates on this for you guys. But then on the 20th, once the book is actually released to the public, I will be putting more information so that people can see more of the behind the scenes of Virtually Sleeping Beauty within the world portal. Right now is just a little taste to whet your appetite and get you ready for Virtually Sleeping Beauty, which comes out in just a few days. I'm really excited about it. It's going to be really good. I think I'm going to hit myself in the face because that's what I do around here. But I'm really, really excited for you guys to check out Virtually Sleeping Beauty. I want you to go check out the world portal and then let me know, who are you most excited to meet? Rora, Royce, Alan, or Mara? It's going to be really good, and I cannot wait. You can tell me the dragons, but I didn't tell you anything about the dragons other than they exist. So you might have to check back later to learn just a little bit about some of the dragons from Virtually Sleeping Beauty, and maybe how to defeat them, or maybe what their kind of power that is associated with them is. I'll tell you this much. One of them can create hurricane-like winds with their wings, but not all of them. Which color do you think can do that? I don't know. It's going to be fun, though. Alright. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. If you've missed part of this broadcast, go ahead and watch the rebroadcast. If you are here hanging out with me on the rebroadcast, send me some DM love so I know you're here and that you're watching and that you're excited for Virtually Sleeping Beauty. I'm thrilled to pieces, and again, remember, I am coming out with big announcements. I have one about the Golden Trilogy. Yes, I know it's ended, but hey, guess what? It's not really ended, because I got something else for you guys. It's gonna be really good. And if you have read Edge and you've read the acknowledgments in Edge, you know that something is coming. That is not this announcement. Which means really there's two. Yes, I'm so excited. You cannot wait to read this book. Yes, I am so glad. It's gonna be good. This is the first, real fantasy piece that I've done. Usually I go more sci-fi, but I've got dragons and I've got magic and stuff in this one because it's virtual reality and it's fun. So I can't wait for you guys to see it on the 20th. You can pre-order it right now, vsbinfo.k.m.robinsonbooks.com, or you can just jump onto Amazon, Barnes & Noble, iBook, Kobo, all those places that ebooks are sold. You can pre-order it right now for 99 cents, and if you are someone who wants the printed version of this, the paperback will be available on the 20th. With that particular printer, they don't let us do pre-orders on that. Sadness. But you can get it on the 20th. It's going to be good. I'm actually waiting for my proof copy. This is not an actual book. This is a piece of paper, but it will look just like this. When it arrives, we will do a book unboxing. It'll be great. And as I was saying, we do have some big announcements pertaining to the Golden Trilogy, also pertaining to the Jaded Duology. We're going to let you know when the sequel to that is coming out very, very soon. It is coming out very soon, but we're also going to give you info about Risen very, very soon. It's going to be good. And then I've got an announcement tomorrow, which was actually going to be announced later on, but got announced today by something else, and so we're rolling with it. And tomorrow I'm going to tell you what that is, but if you want to be all secret agent man, you can go ahead and start searching the internet, find out what's going on, and learn a little bit about what I'm releasing tomorrow before I release it tomorrow. Fun times. If you are good at your spy work, you will find it, because it's out there. A lot is out there. But I'm not going to tell you where to find it. It's going to be interesting. And it does pertain to a new book that you guys are going to flip over. Because everybody is. That's just kind of the way that it goes. Yes, it's going to be good. So give me a little love. Send me some hearts. Send me some fun little messages here because I want to hear from you guys. That didn't even point to the right thing. There we go. Boom. Oh. Gosh, I wonder if it's on the same side for you. I don't even know. Hit me up and speak to me somewhere along the way. You'll go all private investigator on this. Haha. Yeah, you should. You should. I mean, it's out there. Pictures have been posted, words have been posted, information has been posted. If you look in certain specific industry places, you will find this information before I release it tomorrow. I've been sitting on this one for a good month. No, I have. This pertains, actually, guys, do you remember back at the beginning of January when I wrote a book in 9.5 days? Pertains to that. So, stick around. Tomorrow afternoon, we're going to do this again. It's going to be announced on Facebook, and maybe here as well. Probably here as well, but definitely on Facebook, because today Instagram got all the love. Tomorrow, Facebook's getting the love. So if you are not following me on social media, I am at k.m.robinson books on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. Come look me up. Come be a fan. Join my street team, guys. I opened up my street team to new members last week. But with my crazy schedule, I'm actually extending how long it's going to be open for. So if you want to join my street team where you get first access to information about my books and about the things that I'm doing and the events that I'm doing, you get to help me make decisions about things like my cover and my taglines and my write-ups. You actually get advanced copies. I sometimes pull beta readers from this group. Like, it's an incredible group to be in, but it's like 10% of it is about me. The other 90%, we are spreading the love in the book community. We are randomly attacking people's social media feeds with happiness and love and glitter and sparkle. And we're really, really great about supporting other authors. And I introduce you to my author friends. We've got them in there sometimes and they hang out with us. We get to do all sorts of really fun things for the book industry because I don't like it to be just about me. But sometimes you get to help me as well. So I'd love for you to join me if you want in on that. Send me a DM, and I will get you the link to that. It is on Facebook, and it was in my last newsletter. So if you still have that, look that up and come join me. It's going to be fun. I'm excited. It's going to be good. And you will get to know all these things that I have been announcing well before I announce them on the live broadcast. Well, most things, because sometimes I keep things secret. I like my secrets. You know I like my secrets. I launch books without telling you that they exist. That's how much I like my secrets. So, come hang out. It's going to be fun. It's going to be great. And look me up on social media. As always, you can hang out with me at k.m.robinsonbooks.com, where I've just opened up world portals for the Golden Trilogy, the Jaded Duology, the Legends Chronicles, and now Virtually Sleeping Beauty, and very, very soon, the thing I'm going to be telling you about tomorrow, so I would love for you to come check it out, k.m.robinsonbooks.com, and you can hang out with me on social media at k.m.robinsonbooks on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. Come hang out with me over on YouTube. You can also hit up blog.k.m.robinsonbooks.com for more behind the scenes just like this. We are going to be doing a Writers AMA sometime this week. I did get a request for a Writer's AMA, so if you are an aspiring writer, if you want to be an author someday, if you are working on a book, if you want questions answered from a professional author who is killing it in the industry, not that I'm necessarily killing it, but I'm doing really, really well for what I'm doing, yes I am, come hang out with me. It's going to be later this week. I'm going to get back to you on specific dates because I told you I have a lot of announcements that I wasn't necessarily planning on saying this week, so it's kind of bumping my schedule around a little bit. So I would love for you guys to come join me. If you have questions that you would like me to answer in a video, I have been taking those all week long, so go ahead and hit me up with your questions about my books or about writing in general, but also join me for the live AMA here on Instagram as we talk about answering your writer and aspiring author questions. It's going to be really fun. And if some of my author friends hang out with me, maybe they'll pop on and give you some advice as well. It's going to be good. I'm K.m. Robinson, author of the Golden Trilogy, The Jaded Duology, The Legends Chronicles, and Virtually Sleeping Beauty. And I will see you again next time. You guys have a great day and stay inspired. Bye-bye.